Punk in the Supermarket. Let's check it out.
There's a punk in the supermarket.
Okay, so we start off with a D chord. It's actually a D, either a D7 or a D minor 7, but you're playing the notes D, A, and G. C, sorry. So what you can do is you can make a D minor 7 chord and just play the first 3 notes. Okay, the tuning's a little off. I'm not going to bother trying to get it exact. And then down to B flat to do the same thing, and then to C. Okay. So if it's easier for you to make a D minor 7, that's what I do. But then on the C, there's an overdub that plays an E flat and a C note, right, to make it a C minor. And the way you can do this is by going and then fretting that C note there, that one, and then making it a C minor chord and playing that note, which is the E flat, and then back to that note, which is the C. So all together. All right. And then when you go to an A flat 5 chord or a G sharp flat 5, I think we should call this an A flat. Okay, so it's an A flat with a flat 5. So you're playing those 3 notes right there. Okay, you're just taking that note and bringing it down to make it a flat 5. So it's an A flat, flat 5. And then an A flat 5, and then you hit the A flat, flat 5 like that, and then an F7 chord to end it. So all together. All right, cool. And then we have that for the verse.
There's a punk in the supermarket, and she's carrying a wire basket, and she's putting lots of food in it, and a big box of shreddies.
So the only difference is that you play the A flat, flat 5, the A flat 5, and then a B flat there. I think it's a straight B flat chord. Let's listen.
And a big box in it, and a big box of shreds of food in it, and a big box
Yeah, I
of
think it's if we loop that, listen. So it's a B flat chord there. Okay, so that's the only difference between that and the intro, is just B flat and then big box of shreddies. He's all out of key there, and with the vocals, great.
And a big box of shreddies. There's a punk in the supermarket, and she's got a little chain through her tip, and she doesn't seem to mind it. Packet of digestives.
Something about that beef. Maybe it's almost like a sus chord.
Packet of mind it. Seem to mind it. Mind it. Mind it. Mind it.
So that's what you could do. Just play as a B flat sus 2. Sounds a bit better actually, right?
Mind it.
Because it's out of tune, hard to... It's definitely not a full bar.
Mind it.
Yeah, play it as a B flat sus 2. Right?
Mind it.
So there's
a pump.
So on the F7, you're playing an E underneath it, but what he does is actually very clever. Do you see how the strumming and the hammer-on give it a dunky dunky doodly dunk? Right? It's very cool. And all you're doing is you're just taking your finger on and off with that F7. And there's a C note overdub, an out of tune C. Might be two guitars there or something.
There's a pump, there's a pump, look, there's a pump, there's a pump, there's a pump in the supermarket.
And you have that, it's a double stop at the 4th fret, which is actually, I think, an implied A flat chord.
Supermarket.
Or an A flat 7 chord. But you're just playing that double stop right there. So the harmony is almost like, yeah, I mean, A flat major would be a good key that we're almost in here, but with all these major chords, so it's an interesting harmony. They weren't thinking in terms of harmony when they wrote these songs. Anyway, it just goes back to it's all the same now for the rest of the tune.
Supermarket, and she's carrying a little white slip. Says 265 on it. And thank you very much.
So the first time you play the A flat flat 5 back to F7. Second time he does the B flat in the first verse. So this second verse, there's no B flat the last time. Listen.
Says 265 on it. Thank you very much, dear.
So,
says 265 on it.
Well, maybe there is. Hold on. Yeah, there is actually. There's a B flat, and then to the F7, and then the song goes out from there. Yep. I just barely learned this before I recorded it.
Thank you very much, dear. There's a pump, 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 there's a pump in the supermarket. There's a pump, there's a
Same
pump, there's a pump,
double stop.
there's a pump in the supermarket. There's a pump, there's a pump, there's a pump in the
Something I want to mention, kind of move a little bit here, is watch my right hand on this. Watch two fingers. So I'm using this finger to right. Maybe an F works better there than an F7. I like the F7. So that's the song, and it ends on a out of tune. Kind of an A flat chord. So yeah, that's it, more or less. All right, later.